It's ketchup packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets. We are back with more Band of Brothers. We are checking out episode 4 called Replacements.
Replacements.
Does that mean, they were like the first wave guys, right?
Yeah.
So does replacements mean reinforcements? Like replacements for the people they have lost so far?
Yeah, I think their numbers have slowly dwindled down,
A little
they
bit.
they gotta have reinforcements, which it would be
Exactly.
maybe like a different word for that same thing, but
Or maybe just how they refer to it,
Right.
as replacements for their fallen friends, which is sad to think about.
it's extremely sad.
Yeah. Last time on Band of Brothers, we had our Blythe episode.
Blythe,
we
that's
sort
right.
of watched him go through his journey.
Very sad journey. Very
It was.
out of place in this place, I think. This poor guy.
However, Nate, we received a comment on our Patreon. We have a Patreon, link in the description. Somebody commented that the Blythe thing is one of the major points of historical mistake made in this show. The comment was saying, Band of Brothers was only released once in 2001, and it could really do for a remaster because there are historical inaccuracies in it. They said there were two, and they are both in the form of text, so they're very easily fixable.
Oh.
The text at the end of that episode was wrong. Blythe did not die a few years after the war. He lived decades longer
Really?
and participated in he never left military service for the rest of his life. But he actually fully recovered from that neck wound and continued serving as a soldier, and the episode is inaccurate about the end of his life.
I feel vindicated because
Yeah.
I was like, you can get shot in the neck and you could survive that.
Yeah. Apparently
and
wound up living.
At the end of the episode, he died, and I was like, okay, well, maybe he's not one of those. But apparently he actually
I guess
was.
so. I don't
Yeah.
think even the end of the episode said that he died from that wound, just that he died in like 1947.
Yeah,
or
he
something
died
like that.
shortly after.
Right,
He
but-
never. It did say he never fully recovered from his injuries. I
Right,
think.
yeah.
So
But I think that was apparently inaccurate. Somebody in the Patreon comments did say. So that's interesting
that's
to learn.
extremely interesting. That is a more interesting end to that person's character arc to
Yeah.
me. The fact that he would never leave military service when he initially seemed like he was ready to leave. If he could have transported out of there and gone back home in a moment's notice, he would have done it.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
pretty interesting, actually.
that's true. Yeah, and so we had his whole story. We saw them take Carentan, which was the town where the armor can meet up and move inland. So
Yep.
that's a valuable point to have. So they're all ready to go there. One other interesting point that's been made in the comments a few times that I think we should probably heed
Okay.
is we have been referring to the enemies in this engagement just as blanket the Nazis. And we have been reminded that not all the enemies are Nazis. We should just call them the Germans.
The Germans, okay.
Plenty of the people fighting for Germany were not Nazis. That's the
yes.
political party that got control at the time this war happened. It doesn't mean that everybody who was conscripted or who decided to fight for their homeland was a member of the Nazi party.
Right.
And I think that
Yes.
is an important distinction to make.
I felt even at times insensitive by saying it that way, but it's
Right.
it's easy shorthand for us as the American side to just, and I think that's maybe how the characters in the show are viewing.
Yeah, that's
the
sort of
situation,
how you would have to do it, I guess. But we should probably
yes.
say the Germans.
I
instead.
will.
Yeah.
I will happily change that
Unless it's clearly Nazis. If it's
Yeah.
officers or SS or whatever, that's different. But yeah, we will try to acknowledge that there is that distinction. We're
Yeah.
not trying to be insensitive.
There was a whole section of this conflict where it's just like those are just German soldiers. The Nazis were specific arms of the military and the political situation.
Like there's a party that
yeah.
you had to actually have like a joining,
Yeah.
process and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, there were also conscripts from other countries that Germany had already conquered and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's, there's plenty of people. Well, I don't know. We should just keep that in mind. We
That's
don't have to dwell
interesting.
on it,
Yes.
but
Okay. Yeah.
We'll
good
call
point.
them the Germans
Very good
from now
point.
on.
I like
So,
that.
Yeah. Should we dive into replacements and see what's going on with this one?
Oh yeah.
All right. As I said, we have a Patreon link. You can check that out for full-length reactions and advance reactions and movie polls. And yeah, if not, thanks for being here anyway. We're going to watch Replacements.
Most of them were qualified parachutists. They had to be. A lot of them were awfully green. We hoped we could keep them alive, or they could keep alive. A lot of them didn't.
Jeez.
I got right there to where I didn't want to be friendly with replacements coming in because,
Yeah.
God, I didn't like seeing them get killed.
Oh, sure, yeah, you would keep yourself distant.
Mm-hmm.
We had good officers for the most part, but we had excellent NCOs. They looked
Yeah.
after you.
So like the rookies coming in, being like, "You guys ain't seen nothing yet."
Okay.
They look kind of sad, don't they?
They're just serious fighting, man, that's all.
Well, I think I'm gonna go introduce myself.
Careful what you
James McAvoy was at that table.
Hey, fellas. What do you hear? What do you say?
Actually, it's Babe Seat, Private Heffers.
See?
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who are you?
Private Miller, James Miller,
Wow.
with Sergeant Randleman's squad.
Where'd you get that?
It's a Presidential Distinguished Unit citation for what the regiment did in Normandy.
That's right. For what the
No, so he's not supposed to be wearing it.
There.
Hey, he's up, cop. It's a unit citation.
Yeah, it's his unit.
I could understand somebody who was there
Yeah.
being like, take that off. I can see both. I can see both
yeah.
sides. If you're in the unit that was awarded it, you were awarded it, you can wear it.
Yeah.
But I can see how the men who actually took part
Yeah.
would not like that.
For sure. Something tells me though, that coming up here, that guy does something where they're like, okay, put that back on.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Shit, Cobb. You didn't fight Normandy neither.
Oh ho ho! What? What a
Yeah.
dick!
I got hit in the plane before I got a chance to jump.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
This here is Carver Lipton, the new Easy Company First Sergeant.
Hey, all right. Seems earned. He was going real hard during quarantine.
Yeah, he was.
Well, hate to break the mood here, boys, but we're moving out again.
Oh, first words you gotta say. That's rough.
Yeah, I mean, they know what they're here for.
I mean, every time you hear that, you're just like, is this the one where I die?
Right. Well, yeah.
I made it through the last one. I'm safe and sound right now.
It's got to be so hard on your mind.
This is called
God.
Operation Market Garden. In terms of airborne divisions involved, this one's even bigger than Normandy.
Whoa.
Our job is going to be to liberate Eindhoven. Stay there, wait for the tanks.
I gotta say, I know nothing about World War II in Holland.
Nope.
If this works, these tanks will be over the Rhine and into Germany.
Hey,
That could end the war, get us home by Christmas.
That would be great.
we like that.
Why don't we do that?
I think the Krauts in Holland are mostly kids and old men.
That's
And we should
also
take them by
like,
surprise.
we gotta kill them too?
I don't think it's literally kids and old men. It's just not the best fighters.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, even they are using the Krauts as their pejorative instead of
Right.
the Nazis
Yeah.
for all of them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, there is
Whoa.
Captain Sobel.
Yeah. Looking real full of himself.
I wonder what the story is here.
Yeah. He looks pissed.
Think they would have taken out those artillery guns with one casualty with Sobel in charge?
Oh, they'd all be dead with him in charge.
It's gotta be nice to get that reception on the base, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone is so
Oh,
pissed
God.
you're here.
Not him.
Sergeant, that motorcycle is United States Army property. That may not mean anything to you, but it means something to me.
What are you talking about?
Where'd you find it?
Who is he, Sarge?
It's our first CO.
Just right away busting his chops
Yeah.
instead of being like, hey, haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
My leg, Sergeant.
No hard feelings. Good job out here. Nothing.
Sling it up and down. When you hit the ground, your knee will hit the butt. The business end will break your jaw. All right? Lose your reserve. You won't need it. We're jumping low. Take your belly band and wrap it around. You'll be fine.
I'm sorry, what?
Wow.
Whoa.
Daytime jump this time.
Yeah. They're very visible. And they're up there for quite a while. I think somebody's gonna spot that.
People said like 45 seconds. They fly pretty low. It's not like skydiving where the goal is to be flying through the air as long as you can, you know?
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, this feels like much lower stress situation.
Yeah, they can all see each other.
They're
They're all together right away. It's not just like landing and you're alone in a dark field.
Won't be able to shoot it straight with that thing on.
Well, okay.
You put that on if you have a good expectation you'll be in close combat, right?
Civilians. Then again, what's the random red flag? Be like, is that a signal?
Yeah.
What's going on? Oh. It's gotta be kind of nice. I feel like being these guys and being in this situation, I'd be like, I'm dreaming right now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose my mind. There's no way that this is happening. Can we just stay here, please?
There we go. This is what they need.
We got work to do.
All right. Oh no. What? What the fuck? What the hell?
I have heard of something like, yeah, if you like were a Nazi sympathizer or like slept with the Nazi officer or something like that, and specific, or maybe German maybe, but also maybe more specifically like
the occupiers,
yeah. Cutting their hair as a form of like humiliation.
Yeah.
They are lucky. The men who collaborated are being shot.
Mr. Van Koik here is with the Dutch resistance.
Okay.
His contacts a couple towns down said they saw the British 2nd and Guards armor move through half an hour ago. They're kids.
These are reliable reports. Anything we can do.
Kids are good spies. People don't pay attention to them.
Yep.
Not saying I like it or it's good for the kids' lives, but if you find yourself in circumstances like these, they make good spies.
Yep, totally.
Raus, in die Hut. Mach schnell.
Niederlander! Niederlander!
Sprechen Sie English?
It's an air raid shelter. My family has been in there ever since the first plane flew over. The Germans are gone?
Think so. You see any, you let us know.
Just been hiding. This is great news.
Ja, kom Rinus, is goed.
Very nice. Yeah.
Cigarette?
Just trying to keep their family safe.
Is it American chocolate?
I'm not sure.
You never tasted chocolate.
Whoa.
And it doesn't matter which kind it is.
Yeah. It's a big chocolate bar.
It is. Something for her?
Oof. He's exiled.
Wow. Yeah, the poor baby who didn't do anything wrong.
Right. That's gotta be rough.
The older I get, the harder a time I have really feeling in my bones that anybody deserves misfortune, even people who really did wrong. You know? Like, I have a hard time ever feeling like somebody deserves bad things. Whoa, whoa!
Shit. Oh, shit! At least they're on a tank.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Who got shot? Is Bull going out to him? Yeah, that's a good leader.
Well, bye-bye.
Nice! Oh, they're still alive for now.
God damn it. Oh no.
Those jammed guns.
It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What's he saying?
Get out of here.
Away, which
Either means the Germans have gone or he wants us to go. I don't know.
Or they're coming with something bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a tank there.
Yeah.
Is this an ambush?
I mean, it's already a battle.
Yeah. No, I mean, but the where are the bad guys?
Right there?
Yeah.
Wait. So those are friendlies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't see him. Put a couple shells through that building. You're gonna see him real
There's
good.
people in there.
My orders are no unnecessary destruction of property.
Oh, it's a British tank. That's why the build of it looked different.
Right there. And I believe you, but if I can't see the bugger, I can't bloody well shoot him, can I? Are you staying?
Yeah.
They can't
like
move forward any further?
Well, they can, but you know they don't want to get into the view of the other tanks. I think.
So they're trying to get close enough to be able to see him, but... Oh no, his cover, he's in the covered position for a reason. This tank's gonna get blown up.
Yep.
The Brits are gonna get, there it is. Oh!
Shit. Shoot. How many regular fragmentation grenades would it take to take that tank out? You know, like, everybody throws it once. Does that help?
Oh, there's a machine gun up there.
Now is it necessary to
Yeah,
level
I'd
the
say
building?
the destruction of property turned out to be pretty necessary that you refused to do.
Oh,
Whoa.
no. Oh, God.
It's a lot of guys. Is he all by himself?
Oh, God.
Don't get run over.
Get out of there. Get on your feet and get out of there.
And there's guys that would shoot him, I think.
Man, that's quite a nest. The tank does need to shoot that building, though.
MG-42, 10 o'clock. Nail him.
Oh, they can just fix it to their rifle? That's great.
Yep. Oh, there you go. Nice shot.
Yeah.
I don't think those are really strong enough to do much to a tank, though.
No,
Like,
but
they can't just do that.
But you got that machine gun.
Yep.
Okay, ready.
Hey!
There you go.
They're
I
so
think that
accurate.
worked, yep.
Oh, damn. Tanks coming over a hill is such a scary thing.
Sir, they're about to outflank us. We gotta get out of here.
Oh. Oh, wow. Nick of time.
They got snipers, machine guns, and tanks.
We have police back. Let us fall back.
They're losing here. They're gonna lose.
Yep. Oh man, to be a radio tech in a situation like this too, you gotta carry that huge pack on your back with the antenna sticking out the top.
Yeah, we
drop this thing.
We still haven't seen what happened to Bull. Like the tank was right on top of him.
Miller!
Is that James McAvoy? Oh, yep.
Oh man.
Ashley, let's go.
See, there's so many big names on this show, but it's before any of them were famous, so the fact that they're a big name doesn't guarantee them, like, a long part.
Right, yeah. I wonder how many of these careers were, like, launched by, like, I was on Band of Brothers, see?
Yeah.
Leave me here for the Germans.
What? No.
I weigh more than both of you two guys combined.
No,
Come
no.
on.
We're not doing that.
Oh, they're making a stretcher. There we go.
Oh, dude, with tanks back there, they got snipers. Oh, and he's just got to hold on to it.
And the camaraderie and, like, the brotherhood is really what gets them through it, you know?
Right.
You don't fight as hard as you can to keep yourself alive. You're fighting to not let your comrades down, you know?
How bad? I don't know yet.
Oh!
What? Oh, he's okay.
Right.
I'm all right.
The helmets are good for something sometimes.
Am I all right?
But you need a new helmet now. After they've taken one shot, they're no good anymore.
I think they're still better than nothing.
Let's move them out. Oh, and sir, Randleman's missing too. Randleman? Yes, sir.
He's just gone? Okay, well, we haven't seen them lose yet.
That was a loss.
Yeah.
Where's the bull?
And is Bull gonna get captured or something?
Wouldn't be good.
There he is. Okay, there's Bull. He's not dead. Just hiding
What
in
a
the German-occupied
spot,
town. Wow.
How long you stay away from the entrance, man?
No kidding. I mean, this is the television moment.
Right. Dude.
Yeah, what are you gonna do now? What was that?
Interesting. He's got provisions in the butt of his rifle.
Oh god. Yeah, tell him to be quiet. It's all good. I just don't want to die. Come on, we're all friends here.
Please tell me that's all of them leaving.
No, I don't think so. You know what, guys? Let's go home.
Yeah.
Forget about this war.
Well, I don't think there's anyone else here, so...
Yeah.
So... do we have to stay here?
I think he doesn't trust them to leave the building.
Right. Oh, no.
That's bad. That is not a good look.
It's good. No? Wow.
Interesting. Oh, Jesus!
Fuck.
He's just taking it?
That's,
oh, no!
I think it probably hurts pretty bad to have a bullet lodged.
It does, but to have somebody digging with it, and he wouldn't even take a snort of the booze. Oh, it's shrapnel!
Shrapnel.
A huge piece. Oh, I thought that was a gigantic wound. Well, Bull, you get to... that's a...
Well, gotta go. God.
Here they come!
Fucking A.
Don't go kill him. His absence would create questions. Oh. Well, now you might have to. That's very, very red, fresh blood.
Fresh blood. Fuck.
Oh, that bayonet.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, it was not even him, one of the other people?
Go on out.
If the girl called out with her voice first and put her hands out, she could get him to go by being like, it's just me. And her and her dad come out.
Yep.
Oh, it's just the opportunity. You gotta take it. And the airplane noise, too. Oh, Jesus. Oh! No.
Do it, do it, do it. You gotta finish it.
Yeah, before the planes are gone and everyone hears this. Okay.
Shit.
His absence will cause questions. You can't stay here. Oh, man.
I'm gonna look for him.
By yourself, and I'll go with you. Let me get some ammo.
Gonna go look for him in the middle of the night with the fog and...
There's a very intense bond between these men.
Yeah.
I ain't going back up there.
Yeah. He was this close.
Oh, there he is.
There you go.
Cover him in hay. All right. Hey, these guys are hugely helpful. Hey! That'd be such a relief to see.
Where the fuck you been?
course.
Not as glad as us. But you thought we'd given up on you there, huh, boss?
Oh, come on. I don't like this guy.
Why?
Because he was like, I'm not going, and now he's the one being like, bet you thought we gave up.
I told these scallywags you was okay.
They didn't listen?
These salty bastards, they wanted to go on a suicide run to drag your ass back.
Say right. Never did like this company, none.
It's very heartwarming, even the bond between them, even though it's such a miserable experience they're all going through.
Maybe heading into some more tanks.
Well, as long as there's only old men and kids.
Ha, yeah. That's not exactly what they encountered, is it?
No.
I don't like retreating.
First time for everything.
And also, like, you know, live to fight another day.
Exactly. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Wow.
Damn.
The extent of the loss there, I guess, I wasn't fully aware of while watching.
Well, I mean, how many people can they get on set at one time? I mean,
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
We're seeing this in like little chunks, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from the on-the-ground perspective, yeah.
I guess through many of these engagements, besides the ones that are like very specifically we know like each person kind of involved in it, like I'm assuming that we're seeing it from a toned down perspective in terms of how many people were there.
In terms of the scale of it,
yeah.
Sort of a scale model of the battle,
right,
I guess,
yeah.
depicted on screen. Interesting. Yeah, people have been giving us all sorts of resources in the comments about things you can watch as kind of historical companions to Band of Brothers that sort of like give overviews of each battle that's depicted on the show and how they went and stuff like that. That'd probably be useful to have once we're done with this, to be able to go back and kind of get a sort of a more tactical overview of what it is that you're watching be depicted on the show that they were seeing from the inside view, you know?
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
We, as a rule on this channel, don't do homework.
Yes.
But that is something I will definitely be looking at after the fact, and might be interesting to maybe revisit some of this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to watch this show
again
several times for sure. This is really, really good stuff. Apologize for the sounds of my dog running around above us. She's noisy sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, failed operation. I don't know, it's...
Yeah.
After those first 3 episodes, it kind of... they felt unstoppable, you know?
Right.
Like, I was like, we're just going to watch them blow through everything they're assigned the entire thing. Obviously, that's not how reality goes, you know?
Right.
But it definitely really got that... I mean, I know that they were not without any setbacks earlier or anything like that, but they definitely felt like they were the undefeatable team, you know?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's interesting that, like, have we seen them encounter armor yet? Beside, like...
Yeah, I guess not. I don't think so.
No, because the tanks are like they're a showstopper. Once you're a bunch of infantry against a tank, even if you have tanks, if your tanks get blown up and their tanks are not blown up yet, you have to retreat. There's not really like a whole lot that you can do. It's not Halo. You're not going to tear open the top and throw a grenade inside of it. You know,
exactly.
It's like they're designed to be a roadblock.
Right. It's not like, I mean, you and I engage with stuff like this in the form of games so much, which are created with balance in mind and with needing to be able to overcome an opponent that outclasses you in a pinch, because otherwise there's no game and there's no competition. But real warfare doesn't work like that.
Right.
You design your tank to be unbeatable in as many ways as you can.
Right.
And so there is no method or mechanism that you can rely on of, if I'm up against a tank, this is what I do to gain the advantage back over the power differential, you know? Well, instead, they just have the more power.
I don't mean to get too far into other stuff, but like, you know, one of the games I play is Battlefield, and they have like a specific class that's meant for specifically dealing with tanks.
Right.
The other classes, if you come up against a tank, you just need to run away. The bullets do nothing. The grenades do basically nothing.
So I guess that's more similar to what it's like for the soldiers, where there are probably certain guys that have better equipment and better training to handling and countering a tank, but
they had
there are
some
limits.
Rocket launchers and stuff that they could use to, like, you know,
they took down that machine gun nest.
Yeah, but you only have so many rockets too. You know, you only have so much to work with, and you know the fragmentation grenades are pretty much designed for shrapnel, not so much for actually, like, you throw that into a tank tread, it's not really going to do that much. So what do? You hide, you take cover. They can blow through walls. They can blow through your cover. They can, lots of them have a machine gun mounted on the top.
Right.
So
if they know what building you're in trouble.
Screwed. Yeah. So I am maybe pleasantly surprised to see that, not in like a, I'm glad this happened to them kind of way, but like that they encountered the armor and that was a showstopper, because that's really how I truly kind of feel like they exist in real life. It's like the whole point of them.
Yeah.
We saw them against the artillery, which almost feels like the other side of the rock paper scissors thing that's kind of going on, where it's like if a bunch of infantry gets on an artillery gun, it's not like the artillery gun can do anything.
Yeah, it can't like turn around and shoot at its own base. Yeah, it's they're pretty neutralized once you get up close with infantrymen. Right. Yeah, that's a rock paper scissors is a good simplification of how that all works. Yeah,
tank, infantry, artillery gun.
Well, I've also heard it said before, like, wait, shouldn't it be rock, scissor, dynamite? Because paper doesn't actually beat rock.
No, it doesn't.
No, but dynamite beats rock, and scissor can cut the wick of dynamite, so it still beats.
Interesting.
Rock, scissor, dynamite works better.
The dumb kid
that's
always
Flula Borg on YouTube is where I heard that. Not to try and steal the idea for myself.
And it was interesting to see some civilians who were happy to see them and willing to help out, because I feel like most of the people that they've encountered at all have been
just terrified.
Not friendly.
Either just terrified and so upset this is happening all around them at all. You know? And I think of the family that they saw in the Carentan raid that they were throwing grenades through the windows, and then they checked that one house, and there was the family just cowering in there. So yeah, that's it's bad news. And yeah, the celebration of the liberators was cool to see, and a reminder that they were recognized as saving the world even in real time.
Yep. And it was also interesting to see the women being punished for being for what's the word I'm looking for?
Fraternizing?
Yeah, not collaborators, that's maybe the wrong word, but they were sympathizers.
Yeah.
They were considered Nazi sympathizers.
Well, and because probably, doing that got them some particular benefits from the occupiers, favorable treatment of some kind or another. And so,
yeah, well, that's the sad piece of all that is I think there was a whole lot of just like, same thing was happening in Germany, just like, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to survive. But after the fact, anybody who was considered a sympathizer were treated very badly. It was a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Just like any of the Germans that were conscripted to the army and forced to do something they really didn't want to do. It's like, what were they going to say no? Like
exactly.
There's a lot of people in like you're going to say yes no matter what, and like you just hope that the consequences at some point don't come down. But people, let's just say, when all of this was winding down, people were not particularly forgiving of anyone.
Yeah, I mean, because I just imagine the ongoing horror that you'd just come through that situation at all, that it was really real. You'd be like, anybody who helped prolong this or helped bring it about, I'm angry at. Yep. I have a personal beef with anybody who made the world like this for as long as it was.
A personal beef as a country.
Right, exactly. But I can understand how you'd feel it on a very individual level, too. It's not just about like your sense of country duty. It's to be like, no, my life was different in so many ways for so much time because of this, and so everybody who I can see as in any way responsible for that pissed me off personally. It's I definitely understand.
And they said that
that frenzy that came there.
The men who sympathized were killed. So
it's,
nobody.
It's some mercy in some way,
Yeah. But let's just say the ugliness didn't stop for a very long time, even after the war was considered over, and Germany was considered defeated, and Japan was totally messed up. Like, it was all bad for quite a while. The echoes of the evil that permeated through Europe and the rest of the world, like, really stayed for a lot longer than we really learn about.
Definitely. Yeah. You do know, Nate, that there is another HBO TV series made 5 or 6 years later called The Pacific.
No.
That is World War
II
engagement
know that.
on the other side. Yeah.
Oh.
It's like the sister series to Band of Brothers. So maybe we'll have the Pacific reactions somewhere down the line on this channel, because
cool.
that's a whole other can of worms too.
Is it a miniseries too?
Yeah, just another single season show like this is. It's, sort of serves as Band of Brothers season 2, some people say, as the Pacific.
Very, very interesting.
Totally separate characters. It's the other theater.
We're going to talk about that later, huh?
I guess so, yeah. But that about wrap it up for this week?
I think so.
All right, thanks for joining us for Band of Brothers, everybody. This is awesome. We love the comments and the info about the war, so feedback is great. No spoilers, please. We have got a couple spoilers in the comments.
I've been staying away from the comments.
I've been reading the comments, and I will say we have had 2 so far of people referring to characters in the show in their time after the war, and that inadvertently spoils that they survived the war. So I do know 2 characters who survived. So please avoid doing that if you can, but otherwise, fun information, or not necessarily fun, but information about this stuff is always great. We love to see it. Thanks for watching with us. Till next time, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
Catch your packets.